Hello, my name is Annabelle Krosky, and today we're going to be talking about music perception and how the body reacts to music. Okay, so first we're going to answer the question, what is music perception? First off, I'd like to say that it's a very complex question because you can't, our music is just our perception of sounds, but music perception starts with activity in the autonomic nervous system. It means that there is regulation in the sympathetic and parasympathetic activity. The subjective feeling results in feeling shivers or chills from songs that activate the ANS. This can be measured by electrodermic activity and heart rate. And interestingly enough, there was a connection found between the late stages of music perception and the early stages of action. So for example, that would be things like singing and dancing. Effects on social regulation. Human beings have an innate need to be social, and music seems to help make achieving that need a lot easier. And music can trigger movement induction or dancing, which is like head bopping, foot tapping, anything like that. And these movements indicate social activity. Music can create bonds and give a sense of belonging, because if you like the same kind of music as somebody else or like the same band as somebody else, you now have that to help you form friendships or at least have something to talk about. And just a sense of belonging, like knowing that you listen to the same type of music as somebody, or maybe like your culture is like musically more inclined. And so then you have that bond of just being able to experience that. And next we'll talk about the 7 C's. And first, let me move my camera. Okay, the 7 C's are contact, social cognition, co-pathy, communication, coordination, cooperation, and social cohesion. And so music perception activates all 7 C's, which is something that's really interesting because it's not very common to have all 7 C's activated. So the first one, making a connection with others. So even if like you're not with other people, you can relate and you can like understand the music and relate it to past experiences that you may have or like future things you want to accomplish. Social cognition is actually automatically engaged when acoustic stimulus is being introduced. And so you don't even have to do anything for that. It just sort of happens. Next is co-pathy, which is inter-individual emotional states, which really just means like music can help you feel less angry at somebody or something. It can help you feel less stressed, or it can even like make you feel more connected to somebody. Next would be communication, and that really helps with social and emotional regulation because it can help you relay like specific thoughts or ideas you have to somebody that you don't know how to put into words. If you like send them that song, they can sort of understand what you're trying to say. And for emotional regulation, I know that music can be very helpful in helping alleviate negative emotions like stress, anxiety, anger, and things like that. And so next is coordination, and that sort of just means exactly what it sounds like, and just having to organize all the individual parts that goes into making music. Cooperation just means that all those individual parts you had to put together in coordination now have to work together to perform music. And social cohesion is like the need to belong, the need to feel connected to some sort of community. And music definitely helps bridge that connection. Okay, effects on emotional regulation. And music, as I said before, can be used to alleviate a lot of hurtful emotions from the body. and it can be used for like a bunch of different purposes, specifically like teaching little kids um, that music helps them memorize things, and it helps them to kind of process stuff that's going on, like learning about their body, learning about specific situations. That really helps kids to understand. And as I said before, it does activate all 7 Cs. And now we're going to talk science. So in order to master musical timing, you will need to help from the following motor control systems: premotor and supplementary cortices, the cerebellum, and the basal ganglia. So things like dancing, finding the tempo, and music specifically. The acoustic stimulus enters the dorsal stream via the auditory nerve and then is projected to the parietal lobe, aka the ventral stream. And the process of all of these neural structures working together is what helps regulate human emotion. And then I just have this quick little video.
If your favorite song makes you cry, it is because it is literally changing your brain chemistry. Anthony here for D News, and our relationship with music might be deeper than you think. Research has shown that brain waves will resonate with the beat of music, and that makes your breathing and your heartbeat actually try to match the beat of the song. Now, humans and songbirds are the only two kinds of animals on Earth that this happens to, which means on some fundamental level, we are wired to respond to music. Now, this works in a lot of weird ways. It's been shown that listening to pleasant music boosts your serotonin, which is the brain chemical responsible for good feelings and regular bowel movements. So double score. Processing music is one of the few regular daily activities that we participate in that involve both hemispheres of the brain. You know, everybody usually has a dominant hemisphere, you know, that whole left brain, right brain thinker theory. But people who study music tend to use both hemispheres of their brain more, making them better at lateral thinking and creative problem solving. Listening to music also engages your hippocampus. Now, that's the bit of your brain that handles long-term memory storage. And that's why listening to old songs sometimes brings back memories that you've forgotten. Even somebody with Alzheimer's and dementia can have recovered memories through listening to music. Now, before you run off to tell everyone about the magical powers of your favorite Taylor Swift song.
Okay, and that's all that I had for today. So I hope everybody has a good day.